everybody, wanted to show you one of my favorite drills to use the Pure Speed putting disc for. So this is actually a modified drill I got from Scott Fawcett with Decade Golf. So part of what we've got to do is when we're working before a round and trying to develop some touch or speed control, we have to define like what is actually good speed. So one of the things you'll see with some of the best putters in the world, normally their first putt ends up within 10% of the distance of their starting putt. Their second putt ends up within 10% of the distance of the starting putt. So on this one, we've got our Pure Speed discs out, all four of them. They're roughly a foot or maybe just a foot and a half from each other. And again, we're gonna start this drill at roughly 5 feet, maybe even 5 to 10 feet, somewhere in there. And for these first balls, we're gonna try and roll them, and they need to finish in between the first few discs, okay? So you'll realize the first putt, well, hey, I hit that one a little bit too hard. I'm gonna grab my next one. And again, you're so consumed strictly on speed right now. You're not consumed at all about whether, hey, did the ball actually go in the hole or not? And we saw from some of the other videos how the hole being in the way can really skew our perception of how firm we hit it. So there we go, I got one in. So maybe on the next putt, I just go back a foot or two. Okay, so we're roughly maybe 7 feet from these first two discs. So again, I'll do the same thing, and from this distance, I'm still gonna have it and try and have it finish in between those first two discs. That was close. Let's say we got it, okay? So starting maybe at about 10 or 11 feet now, roughly that 10% drill is going to get us now in between the first two openings or those first three discs. So it's now starting in this ballpark and even going back to almost 20 feet. Now I'm giving myself just a little bit bigger window to try and get the golf balls to stop in between these discs. So again, very close. These greens at Heritage today are rolling pretty quickly. Let's try that one more time. I think I got that one, okay? And the cool thing is, depending on skill level, we can kind of vary these. We could spread these out a little bit more. We could tighten up the dispersion out there a little bit more as well. So we've got 4 discs down, like we already said. So this would be really great from now roughly 40 or 45 feet if we went all the way back in that area. Now all we do is just try and get the ball to land or finish between all the discs. And again, we're not worried about whether it actually went in the hole or not. We're just strictly focused on touch control. And you can see we can get a really good feel for where it's at. It rolled over the discs even. So it's different than putting down tees. Sometimes it'll knock the tee and it doesn't really stay in. Tried to hit that one a little softer. And again, there we go, right in the middle of the discs. And then the nice thing is you set this up on a green. Most people are putting to the hole, so there's normally some area of the green where you're able to putt these on. And sometimes we start here, work back, and maybe you go to the other side of the discs as well, and you work back the other way. You might have one area that's a little bit more downhill, one area that's a little bit more uphill. So again, this is the 10% drill, my favorite one to do before rounds. Again, you're not concerned at all about whether the ball went in the hole. You're strictly focused on, can we hit it the correct speed?